Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Team Fortress TV for the grand final of the mid-division for Season 31. My name is Lucky, and today I'm joined by Console and Production and Yohn as my co-caster. How's it going, buddy?
Hi, I must say, I'm excited because I see some big names in this game, see some friends as well, and yeah, I'm looking forward to how this best of three is going to go.
Yeah, me too. I'm surprised they're actually doing the grand finals as best of threes. I thought that we'd be in best of fives, to be honest. But I didn't realise the formatting until about 3 days ago when they started announcing what maps they were actually playing and stuff. But these two teams, well, at least for Nighttime Sixes, they've been established for a little while, as far as I'm aware. And Flowllout have been bouncing around a few players on their roster. But going down these rosters, do you want me to sort of give shout-outs to the gamers real quick? Are you alright with that, Yohn?
Yeah, mate, go for it.
Alright, cool. So on Nighttime Sixes, we have the Scouts of Jake and Sheep. And then on the Soldiers, we have the classic Bread, the one, the only, Nico. And on Demo Man, we have Tia. And on Medic, we have George. For Team Flowllout, we have the Scouts as Mars, Horizon. And Soldiers have Hellblazer and Loco. Demo Man, big Sprite, and Medic Lurky. Any big names you want to sort of shout out on these rosters?
Any shout out in particular? Well, I've always been a big fan of Sprite. He's always been decent medic. I've seen him in pugs a lot. Bread, good mate from a while ago. Actually lives in the same city as me, Southampton. So we're very close. And Jorge, however you say his name. Jorge, yeah, he's a good, he's a pretty common medic in the pug champ scene. So yeah, Sprite, Bread, George from me.
Yeah, Bread. When I met him at LAN, I was like, oh, it's the Bread. And I'm sort of surprised to see him playing mid. But me and him were talking, and he said that we spoke at the start of the season, and he sort of said he really wants to sort of powerhouse through this season more than any other season he's ever played in. And I think that's mainly coming down to the reasoning that they haven't actually won mid yet. But it has been showing because they did not lose a single game.
No, they
this
haven't
season.
ever. Where was it? So they've won every game. Golden Cap once, and they won that Golden Cap, right?
They Golden Cap twice and won both of them.
They won both the Golden Caps, yeah.
Yes. Unbeaten team so far. Team is a rock. It's solid. The players seem to have really good synergy from what I've seen. I watched a few of the STVs coming into this one, and they just play so smooth. Just Bread and Nico. Their space creating, we should see a lot of it during this game, and we should see the rise of the Bread.
Do you say Nico or Nico?
Nico, I guess. Nico.
I've always said Nico, and I've always been a bit. I used to play this guy in lobbies, and back then he was a. I mean, I'm not saying he's not a beast now, but I'm saying back, when I played TF2 Center religiously, like, damn, this guy's good. Same with Sprite as well, and I'm excited to see how they are going to perform in this mid grand finals. And I think Red Team has just rated up, so.
Hallelujah. Sprite, yeah, like you said, I've seen him around TF2 Center Lords. I do a lot of TF2 Center at the moment. Well, at least used to. I've been calming down on it now that I've actually been doing, team stuff and trying to build my own team and stuff. But good place to find other gamers, especially for mid-division. But I should quickly go over our sponsors, which are STN Trading and Copenhagen Games. STN Trading, a really good platform to buy pixels and also to sell pixels for real world cash. And Copenhagen Games is going to be absolutely fantastic, Yohn.
I'll see you there. Hopefully, at Copenhagen Games. I'm planning to go there with a roster. Can't say it. It's just me. It's just me so far. Obviously, it's just trials, but it is under the name of Bus Crew. So I will see you guys there with my Bus Crew T-shirt, obviously. And I'm excited for that. And
big Bus Crew.
I must say, I am looking forward to seeing Sprite on demo because, and I've just noticed. I don't know if you noticed as well, but I've just pressed tab and I can see the whole blue team has their Steam picture as the one and only Bread. Take a look at that console. Get that on the stream so people can see the whole of blue team that has got Bread on their Steam picture. It's just I see, which is just fantastic. But the whole of Blue Team does have Bread as their Steam picture, which I just think is incredible.
Maybe they're trying to get in their heads. It's a mind game play. That's clearly what it is.
I think it is a bit of a mentality game at the end of the day. And either Red Team just completely local mute Blue Team, or I don't know, they're gonna get a bit might get tilted by the fact that they're seeing 5 Breads. They're playing against 5 Breads basically. Like, who'd want to do that? You know?
How can you play against 5 Breads? Oh, we are going live now. Actually, as Blue Team have finally decided to ready up. So here we go, boys and girls. We have the ETF2L Season 31 Mid-Grand Finals starting up right now. We are go, heading into this first mid. And both demo men are now on their way into the midpoint right now, with Sprite getting in nice and early with a very good Kato rollout. T slowly making his way around to the right hand side right now. Nico is in very fast, just trying to spot out the enemy gamers. Horizon taking that high ground immediately. Jake is making his way across the point. Bread taking that high ground as well with his team. Nico bombs in first. Goes straight to Hellblazer, deals a lot of damage. Hellblazer as low goes down to the Scout of Jake, and Blue Team are already out of there. They are out. Bread chasing through the upper IT area, already making his way out from the second point right now. Diving in onto Luck. He gets one rock and unfortunately goes down.
Red did have a pretty good flank opportunity there through upper IT, I must say, but maybe he could have synced that a bit better with a bit of coordination, a bit of pressure from Choke from his team. I saw he got a good jump in, but he was able to get focused down pretty quickly due to the lack of distractions from his team. But the mid-fight was pretty solid from Red. They took it slowly. Bread had a nice distraction jump, leading him into IT. And Red were able to push over, whilst 3 of them were shooting Red. Over to, I presume, the first of many stalemates of this game.
Oh. Yeah, it's, Jake did connect, but he's now back on into the server now, and he's actually come up on the sniper class right now. So this is the tactic that they've opted to go for, to break this one. But just have, you know, there's quite a lot of players actually clustered on top of the point right now, rather than holding close to the choke. Maybe this is a strategy they've been employing. Haven't actually seen teams do this generally. A lot of people like to hold close to the choke, keep getting that spam and buff their logs, all the rest of it. But just looking through Jake's POV right now and to see where he is deciding he wants to stare, and he's making his way into sewer, or trying to get a shot through, but they are making their way through sewer right now, Yohn, and to see if they can get any picks.
I do like to see a good sniper aggression sort of play from sewers, because you get a lot of angles from the main sewers door. You need Sprite to lock down that door, but he gets a nice pipe from Tia, who peeked choked and was able to take down the blue demo with no stickies for blue, and they've lost 2 players from a nice headshot from Jake. Red team are now able to take this for free, I'd say. Blue team are going back to last without even trading. They've come back to last, and they're going to set up for probably some defensive last rolls. Wow.
Hopefully we don't see a repeat of the Crowns Gaming, but I don't think the Red Team want to let that happen, as Nighttime Sixes are already in the lobby area right now, taking a very aggressive start. Well, Blue Team are countering that nicely by having, you know, that forward hold there, but they are peeking in with a hero shot from Jake. See if he can get a headshot to the medic. Unfortunately, gets cleaned up there, but Nico does find a frag himself, so that's going to even up the picks 1-1 inside.
So what do you think the plans now? Hellblazer is down. I would expect a potential sniper also from Blue Team. They've opted to go for Sentry for the NG. Hellblazer still on the soldier. Is there a potential banner from either of these soldiers? I'm not seeing any banners.
Not seen any banners at the minute.
Jake is still on sniper. Even Ubers. They have control of second. Red Team have a lot of time to really just take their time, chill the sniper. Take lobby slowly, try and get a pick somewhere, peek a bit. Jake has gone down. Jake has almost gone down to some spam. He's going out. Red taking a bit of damage by stickies. Just don't rush it. Just don't rush it, and they should be alright. Maybe pick one door. You never know.
You never know. They have actually decided to opt for the left-hand side sentry gun on the floor rather than close or.
Jake actually goes down to some stickies by Sprites. He tried to go for a Y-peak one door. You can see his sniper rifle on the one door.
Hellblazer going for counter-sack. Oh, gets airshot by Bread. He's gone.
Bread, good to see that. Good to see that. Hasn't
we are
changed on
seeing
bits.
Nico coming as well.
And
He's
Nico,
just flying in.
nope. He didn't want to die, so he just got out.
Yeah, he just ran away. They are building a dispenser close right now, and Lurky is going to look to sit inside of that and crouch, so that any sniper plays won't be able to commit onto him, or any sniper plays for that matter.
Well, unless the opposing team do have Albert on sniper, if he happens to beat rollout, boom, dead.
Flashbacks.
Yeah, flashbacks. We still lost the official, but we don't need to know that, do we? Red team have fully taken lobby. They have lost Nico. Nico got picked on the left. Sentry is sitting there. Oh, T gets a spam kill onto Hellblazer. I didn't see if that was a sack or...
I don't think it was. No one really took any significant damage. But we are just now witnessing stalemate. Bread is actually in. Yes, Sky bomb.
The Sentry.
Bread is now toast.
The Sentry, yeah. Not going to happen. They need a potential spy play. I'd like to see a spy sync-up coordination play with a potential solid bomb. So if they were to sap the Sentry would not be able to deny him, and then maybe he could get a cleaner entrance onto the medic. But we will see how Red Team take this.
They have actually got Nico on sniper right now, and Hellblazer is out on the spy on the blue team, so Nico is just watching from the lower lobby area, trying to find the heads of the enemy gamers. Can't quite find anything right now, and Hellblazer is also working his way in behind right now, but they are trying to peek Nico onto rollout. Doesn't get anything, but Sprite actually gets picked up by Jake, who ran in through one. He's gone. It's looking like a really good position now for the red team, as Hellblazer is still on spy. They've killed the dispenser. Push, boys!
Push, dispenser down.
Quick, it's gone.
Hellblazer on George. It's a butter knife. George is not popping to that. It's just George drops the Hellblazer. Dear God! But blue team have lost two. Blue team, this is lucky as well. This is pure carnage. Both legs dropped. It's just scrappy picks right now. 2 versus 2.
What?
Oh, what is happening? Oh my goodness! George drops us the spy. Lurky drops a headshot or something. Must have been a headshot. And then just pick after pick. Headshot, pick after pick after pick, and 1-0 to Bread and his gamers.
Oh, holy moly, that was amazing. That was Nico basically saved that one with that headshot, because if they managed to, well, if they didn't hit that headshot, there would just be a 2v1 against the scout, and then they'd be able to clean up the sniper. So well played from Nico there to get the picks on there. But we are seeing another mid take place. Sprite is actually messed up his rollout, is now heading his way through sewers, and Nico takes the high ground. Sorry, and Bread is now in. He knocks Vodka off the high ground and then gets chucked down there. Mars actually trying to get onto the demo man right there, Tia, and he unfortunately gets picked. One soldier is still in, but it looks like the blue team are now only 2 up, with Lurky and Loco left alive.
That's a decent mid from Red Team, I must say. Blue Team got early damage really quickly. One scout was down to 40 health within the first 5 seconds of even arriving. Red Team were able to capitalise on that and push over points with less scout pressure. And Brett's trying to go in for a sack on the med, not successful. Blue Team maybe trying to push out of this. They are... Nope, it's just a sack, I guess. There you go. And another stalemate.
Oh yeah, another stalemate. But this 20-second respawn time is really do punish these players, especially when they're just getting that cap in. But we are just going to see another sentry gun coming up from Horizon right now. Pretty standard last hold, but we could see the whole Crown strategy, well, Crown 7 TF2 strategy of just, we have a round on the board, we can wait. But I get the feeling Lifetime 6 is not going to be like that.
I would expect them. George likes to keep his team catching some pipes. Tia goes down to Sprite sticky trap from far left or far right, depending on how you're seeing it. Bread goes down as well. This has to be an opening for Blue Team. However, Hellblazer does go down to Jake. They're trying to peek. They are in lobby. Are they trying to push out the lobby? Good spam from Nico to deny upper lobby. The solid goes in. Is that a distraction entrance? Blue Team are walking in. I think Sprite's going down. Oh, they've lost 3. This is not coordinated from Blue Team. Red Team now have a good opening for a uber potential onto last.
They're making their way in right now. Sheep is already in through 5. The Sentrymen doing a very good job of denying Jake right there. And they're just wasting too much time. They're not going to be able to get in too fast. The spawners are coming in 1 second. Luckily, Horizon goes down, so they've still got 1 player advantage. Nico is in straight and onto the medic. He does pop Uber immediately. Nico very low right now. He's going to die to a crater. The Uber now has been popped out from Jorge. I don't know how to say his name, but Loco is on the point trying to defend that one. Sprite gets knocked up into the air, goes back out to spawn. He dies to the scatterguns. And Brett now doing all of the damage right now. He is in.
Good damage output from the pocket there, with a lovely unusual, I must say. And Red Team, it just seemed slightly better focus fire. Blue Team just trickling players. Oof, this is I like seeing this. I like seeing this from Jake and Sheep. Good focus fire from the scouts.
Yeah, fantastic gameplay coming out of these scouts. They really did a good job on that second point as well to deny those soldiers trying to get in. But we are seeing another mid take place right now. Both soldiers really fast. Coming out from the blue team, they're straight onto Tia, but don't actually manage to get him despite all of the commitment that they made. Red is now in as well. He is deep into their choke. He is behind the entire blue team right now as Lurky actually eats a pipe right there. And we are seeing a high bomb coming out from Hellblazer straight to Jorge, but does not manage to find anything. Loco is actually in as the cleanup as well, but does manage to find the kills. And Horizon and Mars just trying their best to get to Fred. Fred hits a nice direct. Now onto Horizon, gets the health kit, but goes down unfortunately. Wow. Horizon winning that one out.
A really tense mid fight there. The Loco bomb got 2 picks for blue team, which was really good. Couple of picks to really push on a point with that. Both meds go down. Did George live actually? George lived. I do apologise. George lived, but was not healing, so he has a decent 70 ad, 60-70 ad, which they should be able to build and then maybe go through IT and jump T through. But we should see what they'll do next. Blue team are now setting up this incoming push. Red team, they are going IT. Is T going to jump the super? Am I going to go 2 for 2? They are going IT. T jump through. Is he going to catch that? Is he going to catch George? This is George. Lucky, I mean,
so low! He's 22 health right now, but doesn't manage to escape. Caster's curse, man. But Brett is actually in. He's on to Lucky and he gets the frag. He's amazing. He also gets another kill onto Hellblazer. He's now on a 1v1 versus Loco, very low right now, but Loco does find that frag. Oh, you called it 2 for 2 there. I was
realizing the whole time I was calling, is George gonna get caught? But I meant Lucky. I was just getting excited, but I even forgot who the players were. So yeah, now Jorge has a nice 60 Uber ad against blue team. Sheep is building this. Where are they going to go this time? I'm going to predict lobby 3. Yeah, lobby 3 with a combo. Sprite has got some nice stickies there. No sticks on point. Oh, he's got a few sticks on point. So now lobby 3 is a bit more open. Are they going one door? Roll out? They're taking lobby. Oof.
They're going into lobby right now, and they are going through 3.
Lobby 3. Lobby 3. Is Lucky getting caught by... Oof, almost.
Well, their Surge Gun is getting spammed right now by the combined spam coming out from Bread and Nino. Unfortunately, Tia is answered. They're not going to have as much point control as they would like. Sprite has no pressure on him right now. Bread tries his best to get onto him, but unfortunately gets killed. And unfortunately, Medic goes down for the blue team as well, so no Ubers for them. Horizon getting cleaned up by Nico, and Horizon actually trading out for frags there. Jake is left alone on this point with Jorge. Not a lot that they can do. They're going to have to run out of this lobby area now. Loads of aggression onto them. Jake does go down. It's just George or Jorge, whatever his name is, running out right now. And the blue team are going to look to reclaim the second point right now, Yohn.
I think I'm going to call him George for now because the English spelling would pronounce it George. Trust me, I've been practicing my year 2 products. Or the red team, I'll discuss that later. Red team has fucking taken their big fight onto second. I got completely interrupted. I was going to talk about my school life, but never mind. Red team have traded their medic for 3 of their players. This is incredible for Brett and Nico. They're going to come into last, no sticks on point. This is another round.
End of the round, 3 over right now for Nighttime Sixes. It's looking pretty dominant. They're controlling the pace of the game. They are just bringing the fight to them every time. Like, they're not giving Flowllout a chance with anything between last. So any point that isn't last, they just give them no time, get straight onto them, and then they're just dead. And there's not a lot that they can do. But we are seeing the 4th mid-fight take place right now. Let's see if blue team can change it up to see if they can make something happen for this one. But Nico is on the high ground already. They just want to control that high ground as much as possible. Horizon now making his way on there as well. But we are seeing Loco start to walk forwards. Red and Jay taking an aggressive position on the left roof there. But they do bait the soldier straight in. Red goes down. And they are, Nico is straight in onto Lurky. Lurky with a nice surf there to get away. Loco is making his way out as well with Sprite. And Tia taking loads of damage. Goes down to barely any HP. I didn't see how close that was in particular, but nearly dies.
Wow, a pretty confident mid from Red Team. Tia was able to pick out so much damage on both crates, not taking any damage himself as well. Really good positioning, not getting pressured much. So 3-0 for Red's team for the Midnight Sixes. Is that the team name? Midnight Sixes?
Nighttime Sixes. Oh, nice force though coming out from Hellblazer. He dives straight onto mid. And Jorge gets forced. He's going to have to now move back with Sheep as they don't manage to find anything. Tia actually gets caught as well. And they are making their way back right now. Blue team actually going to start flooding in through the choke area right now. They're just taking it nice and slow, making their way in, making sure that no one is lost here. Nico looking to see if he can make an opportunity. Unfortunately, just gets spotted out by Horizon and makes his way out of mid. It looks like they still have this Uber, so they can now make their way into second, Yohn.
Blue team able to enter mid pretty cleanly. No forces, no spam. I mean, little spam, but here they are coming to sewers. They can take this far left. The try pushing far left. Watch out for the stickies. No off classes from red team, so there's no sniper. Blue team are taking this in 3 for Karas. Gotta watch for the sticky trap at some point because I see one there. He gets, almost gets Hellblazer. But I think George will have this in time for last. So it's all good for the Night Sixers.
I mean, it's all good in the hood. They've got 3 rounds on the board already. They can afford to play for a few rounds here and there. Play a bit. They can play a little bit more loose. They have the time on the clock as well to get rounds back, even if they do lose a round. They've got 15 minutes left on there. But Ubers are now even, like he said, and Loco is actually up on the spy class right now. He's making his way to the second point. Jake is actually in really deep, going for a sack there, I guess, but
it's got to be a sack.
Lucky did not.
Now, red team 3-0 up, halfway through the map, and I would expect Jake to go probably sniper. No, but anyway, blue team are dry pushing left, trying to get a force off, but they have been forced before. Nika goes down earlier. This is a better Uber from George, I believe. They're going to get crushed from the left. Solly in panic room. Hopefully, won't cause too much distraction. He is very hurt though. Shooting go heavy. So he goes down. Jake is still awake, alive on heavy. Spy on George. Is he going to get a pistol kill again? Nope.
Doesn't drop the pistol this time, but it looks as if that has just fizzled out. There are 3 picks currently onto the blue team, but they have got 2 forward spawns. I wonder if they notice this, but they are going to still make their way out through lower lobby. They're just going to play these spawn doors so well. The demo sprite has actually been caught. Oh, it does manage to live though with a nice arrow coming out from Lurky to keep him alive there, and it looks like they are just going to back off straight back to last.
The back out from Hellblazer. Trades with Bread. He's able to pull the whole team back to last. Pretty well played by Hellblazer. Trades with a soldier as well. 2 for 2. 2 for 2. 1 being pulling the whole team back, and 2 trading the player. So successful play by Hellblazer. They're taking through one door, the tiniest of ads. George is going to get it in time. Tia goes down with no 6 on points. They're going to get in time. Yes, George gets in time. He's milking it though. He's milking it.
If they milking it so hard right now.
Don't look too hard. Nice. Good Uber then. Oh, they're going to get caught here. Yep. Oh. Lovely Uber from Midnight Sixers. Two players behind him. Not very healthy though. Bread just completely dominates Mars. No chance. Sonny on George. George lives. Oh.
11 health right there on a George. Very close.
Full wipe from blue team. Well played by George, milking that Uber, able to catch them as they try to leave through one door. Really good. Really good.
Very good, yeah. And that Uber through 1 was actually really good to begin with, as they managed to find Nico really early. But the fact that they played off such a small advantage sort of cost them the last push, because they did get the Uber back out and then they just collapsed on them using Bread. But the push through IT again, straight onto mid, and Tia already sticking off that choke. There's not a lot that the blue team can do in terms of trying to contest them as they come into mid there. And the Ubers are basically even at this point. So we should see another stalemate take place, unless blue team want to give them the space to come in.
So I must say I've been a bit distracted because I've had to correct myself onto the stream. I've been calling the red team Midnight Sixers when they're actually nighttime Sixers. So I've had to sort out my comments. Although I got.
As he got distracted, Tia actually manages to find the kill onto Lurky, but they are currently 2 down. Loco and Hellblazer are also going down. Sprite incredibly low right now, but Mars is still stuck in and does get cleaned up by the rockets of Bread. Big toasty rockets coming out from him. More Bread puns, but they are making their way through 1 right now, and they are making their way into last. And 40% left for Jorge, so he's not going to have the super for this. But Sprite is doing his best onto Bread. Lands 1 kill, doesn't find the second, unfortunately, and that will cost them the round. And it is 4-0 right now to Nighttime Sixers.
Fantastic. I must say, I need to pay attention a bit more to these last pushes because I'm talking about something not important and then I miss a humongous Uber. Which I presume it was a very nice Uber because it got most of their team, didn't it?
Yes, it did indeed.
Lovely.
We are seeing another mid take place.
Sprite,
right,
can I take this mid, please?
Yes, of course.
Lovely. So Sprite has gone to the sewers rollouts. And they are opting for just taking the other side, taking the rock. They've taken the red crates. Blue team taking no jumps so far, just trading spam right now. Nothing's really happened so far. Someone's got to initiate. I see a bomb from Nico. It lands on the medic. Oh, he's got a medic. Red also bombing the medic. Medic hasn't died yet. Dynamo goes down. Now Red's dead. Jake cleans up. Jake gets 2. Jake's got 3 frags as mid. Incredible DM. Sheep cleans up Mars. Bombing Tia. The demo goes down. Oh, can they link up with George? Get a beam on him. This is so intense, Alec. Oh no, Sheep goes down, George goes down. It's a mid for Lurky's team.
Lurky's team for Flowllout. But Horizon actually survived on 1 HP coming out from the pistol shots right at the end of that fight. But such a good start there coming out from the red team. They got the soldiers in really nice and high, and they all just started looking up, and that allowed the space for Jake to get in and find the frag onto Lurky, which did get them the med pick that they were looking for originally. But unfortunately after that they at what cost though, as they lost both soldiers, and then Jake went down after that, so they were stuck with Tier and Sheep. And that sort of led to their unfortunate demise. We're now seeing an Uber advantage coming out from Lurky, but a short stalemate taking place right now. But they are giving them all this room really early, which is a little bit questionable since they don't actually have Uber yet. We are seeing Mars on heavy, and they are making their way up right now onto the point, trying to clear the stickies off of it. And Jake is making his way through lower, trying to see if Lurky was close, but he was not. He was hiding behind the point right there. So we are just going to see a last hold coming out from Nighttime Sixes.
Now this is what I'd love to see in TF2. The heavy pushing process last with even Ubers. George does get it in time, fantastic. Someone's in the backup as well. Nico, well played. The Mars for heavy, the Poot is going to get focused solely on points. Not enough health to stand there. The heavy is gone. He's gone down. Mookie would not be happy with that. Blue team are now setting up for a potential second hold, but they have not got enough firepower. Sprite is now backing up through choke with his combo, and Horizon gets caught by Jake. Well, nice little pick there. And red team will have second control now with Disciple. So let's see how blue team take this, Alec.
Yeah, they did rush that last push a little bit, but we are seeing just Brett fly in straight onto Hellblazer, gets a nice clean rocket onto his face. Loco is making his way all the way back, and Sprite is also currently trapped in choke. He's going to get airshot by everyone. That is just the airshot spot right there, as Red and Sheep and Jake managed to clean him up on that one. But they are managing to recap mid right now. Lurky is now getting his Uber. Do they know about this Uber advantage? Real big questions.
So blue team are not acting on the Uber advantage. I think they're thinking that George has it. George almost has it. Red is in a nice distraction for red team. They've all shot Red. Now red team has so much space to take second points. Tia gets a pick. Jake gets a pick. Sheep gets a pick. It's 3 picks for red team, but they have no solids. They're opting to back out and perhaps refight with the player advantage. Yes, Sheep is running through with the beam. Horizon is hiding. Horizon's hiding. No. He's gone to IT, so he can't get the med from there. No, can't shoot through walls, I'm afraid. Horizon gets the health back. Just distracting. And now they've gone back. Horizon gone back to mid, and red team have successfully taken the second point.
Yeah, they have got Horizon in behind right now, but I don't think it's going to matter, as they do have this big Uber advantage that they can now work with, since George did not go down. But they are making their way through one. No stickies on one, so they're really milking this Uber, making their way all up into panic. They still have not popped. Now they pop the Uber. It's looking really good coming out from Nighttime Sixes. They just need this one more round, and then they've got this map on the board. Tia is currently in onto Hellblazer, but does not manage to find that one. Loco jumps in. Unfortunately goes down. He is now dead. Jake also finding a frag onto Horizon as well. That's another scout on. Sprite is on his own. Mars doing his best, managing to find one. Does not find Sheep, unfortunately. Hellblazer doing his best to kill Nico. They are now on the point. Stickies are dead. They are gone. Brent, can he win this for his team? He does.
Oh, GG. Wow. So close by Sprite. Getting 3 of them. Bringing Brett down to 11 health. I would have loved to see a demo clutch last hold. But, you know, dreams just don't happen.
Dreams have been shattered. But that was so solid coming out from Nighttime Sixes. It was pretty clinical, as far as mid goes at least. Pretty clinical last pushes, clinical pushes through into second and mid. They knew what they were doing. They had a clear strategy coming into every single time they were going to take an Uber. Just very well performed from them.
It's for Medic George with the main calls. You should pug with that guy sometimes. He takes every game like it's going to be his last. His calls. We're going to take a look at the logs in a moment, but I just want to praise George for his main calls, because I've pugged with that gentleman, and I just want to mute myself and just listen to him for just 30 minutes straight, because his calls are just so crisp and like clean, and he's just leading his team to victory.
Yes. So is there anything in these logs that stands out more than Jake getting 26 frags?
I'll be honest, I need to get up. So process 5-0 damage. Sprites with the top damage. Love to see it. Love to see it. Although Jake did bomb that game, 26-9. Is he the beam scout? Jake's a flank scout, and he's doing. Whew, damn, that's all I got to say to that. Loco, unlucky game. You know, it's a pocket on process, so you know, soldier on process. You know, just who doesn't matter. Sprite and Tia really similar KDs. That's interesting. Any air shots? 2, 2, 2, 3. Bread with most air shots.
I love how that's the one for you. That's the go-to for Yohn.
It's just air shots. It's air shots. Bread with actually the most air shots, but it's only 3. So you know. And who got the health packs? Nico, Aroma with 50 health packs. Lovely to see that. And yeah, Jake and Sheep both with 3.0 KDs. Incredible.
Yeah, what you said before really does shine in the medic stats as well. The big healing coming out from Jorge as well. 1,129 a minute. Big 9 Ubers. Only 1 drop. Connor would be impressed with those drop figures, to be honest.
That kind of healing, that's the kind of healing you expect from Seeds. You know, he pumps out at least 11k healing every game, and yeah, send this demo to Seeds for him to review, and he'd be like, "You're perfect. This is the perfect game."
This man is a legend.
Yeah.
But I don't know whose map pick that was. Do you know whose map pick that was?
I'm afraid I don't. There was Sorry, go on.
Yeah, if that was Flowllout's map pick, they're in big trouble. Because we generally see teams who are really comfortable with product pick product. So we have seen teams like it before in the past. If we compare it to Prem, like the amount of domination that Froyo caused on product, for instance, is absolutely amazing. Like coming out from them, and they're just so comfortable playing it the same way every time, and they just win every single game. So I wonder if these teams have been practicing this map quite a lot, and maybe we'll take it pretty hard, and maybe you might see a third map depending on who picked this map.
Turns out Nighttime Sixes did choose process.
Aha, yes.
They did choose process, and now we're gonna play Flowlout's map.
Yep.
So I'm hoping that we'll see a fight, a big swing from the red team. Right on demo. My prediction: 480 DPM.
Aye. I want to see crits Krieg. That's what I want to see.
19
I want
to
to see
1.
big crits.
Yeah, lurky on crits. Yeah. Both on crits. Why not?
Both on crits.
Screw it. Why not? Both on crits. Yeah.
I do wonder if we're actually going to see any big sniper gameplay as well. That's the thing you get from product. You get more unorthodox plays coming out. You know, you have the sniper. You have a lot more crits Krieg than you do in other ones, depending on how it's played. You do see the occasional pyro now as well. If you're pushing out on the left side or the right side, left side for blue and right side for red, just to air blast players out of the way when you come through that small door there. But once again, I should probably say as well, thank you to STN Trading and Copenhagen Games for sponsoring us during this STN Trading. A great place for you to buy pixels and sell pixels for real world money. So go check them out if you get a chance, and also hunt down Yohn at Copenhagen Games. He'll gladly sign all your Bus Crew t-shirts because we know you buy Bus Crew merch.
Oh gosh, okay, yes, I'm not ready for this. Yes, Bus Crew match. Maybe. I'm caught with my pants down. I don't know. But yes, Bus Crew probably going. But that's not important. What's more important is how Sprite is going to absolute dominate this map with 45% heals.
Is that your prediction? And what do you reckon the scoreline's going to be for you?
Oh, I mean, I do want to see Snake. So, but am I predicting from my brain or my heart?
I always go from the heart, friend. Always go from the heart.
I mean, it's got to be 3-1 to red team. Oof. To Flowllout 3-1.
Big.
Your prediction?
I was gonna say we're gonna see a 3-2 coming out from Nighttime Sixes. So I'm slightly against you there.
Well, we're gonna find out now because we've started the second map of the mid-grand finals, ladies and gentlemen. Are you excited? Yes, I presume you are. I can't actually hear you, so there you go. Alex, do you want to take this first product mid?
I will indeed. And Tia is now in the mid, and the demos are casually trading spam. And Nico going in behind really early, actually. He is all the way in behind right now onto Horizon. Horizon has spotted him, but Bread goes in as soon as the distraction play is made, and Sprite goes down. Jorge is now left alone, however, because his pocket high bombed, and Jorge is now very low, just getting cleaned up. The red team are totally collapsing onto them. Nico trying his best, getting onto Lucky. Lands one rocket, lands two, but does not take this one, unfortunately, as blue team wipe.
Wow, so far so good for my prediction. A straight wipe from nighttime sixes. Red team the forward hold up. They're going through Cliff. There's no stickies on it. Oh, Cliff is so open. They've gotten through it for free. Red team now have to rotate to mid and take the fight open. George is being piped though. Down to low health. He's now on the lower Cliff side to get their health back. Red team should expect some sacks pretty soon. I don't know how blue team will take. Red jumping in onto mid, gets force.
That's very well played coming out from him. That is a good force play coming out there, and Jorge now has 50% Uber, so they're going to start building that one. Red now eventually goes down. Jake might want to kill binders. Nico and Jake are still in behind. Maybe just buying time so they can build the Uber. See if they can find a few more picks, but to no avail right now. Jake is actually taking the 1v1 with Hellblazer. Does lose that one, unfortunately, and they are just sort of chilling out behind the point right now as they know they have disadvantage. They are just waiting for the blue storm to roll in.
And expect the blue storm pretty soon now. They now have 100% Uber against 57% Uber. Has red team got any fat sticky chaps? They've got stickies on the hills. There's one on the cliff side here, drops there. Blue team are taking this cross point. Blue stickies, Bright is death, stickies, Bread walking forward. They've traded. Who's going to get caught here? Sprite's so hurt in main. They're so hurt in main. Horizon getting out through cliff. Sprite bolt. Wait, as Tia bolts to Med. Med gets out though with 80%. Hellblazer cleans up Tia. Nico then gets Hellblazer. And now it's a reset with almost full Uber ad for red team.
Yeah, very well played there. From coming out from Lurky, he just managed to escape. He saw the danger and was like, "I'm out, boys!" And just legged it out lower. And he was gone before they even knew what was going on because Jorge got bounced. The Uber got sort of blocked a little bit. Hellblazer is now in, however, on the high ground, and he is spamming Bread off of their high ground. They are already starting the cap as well. Blue team has just given this one up because they know that they have Uber. They can't fight into it. But Bread going for a force right now, straight onto Lurky. Does not manage. He doesn't find anything, but a big pussy pop coming out from Lurky as he didn't take any damage at all.
Does he still want 50 health? He pops.
Yes.
Oh, I guess he wanted to save one of his players, but just drop him, man. Just drop him. Jake is still in. No, Jake gets picked off, and now it's a full ad for Jorge, and they're coming out through main. Tia gets forced early because George did not want to drop his Demonman friend, and the Sol even jumps down as well. Tia goes down. What is going on with this blue Uber? They've got nothing, and now red team have 50 ad, and they're going to push over because blue team have no demo.
Yeah, they will indeed. Sprite is now all free reign right now. He is spamming pipes all over the place, getting so much room for a team, but unfortunately they've just moved back. Sprite has gone back for ammo, it would appear, and they just, at this point, Loco is actually doing really good damage to these scouts. Jake is very low right now. We are seeing Hellblazer above Nico, he goes down. Lucky, and now it's free reign. They're running across the point with Uber to see if they can find the medic. The demo is going through with speed now into Jorge, but does not actually find anything. He is heading back into spawn. The Uber is still flying through. Does not find anything, however, and Jorge now has 75% Uber.
And there's so much cap time for the red team. So much cap time. 17 seconds to 2.5 minutes. Blue team have got to capitalize this big time. 98%. George going to get it in time. Yes, we have Uber now. They've got a Loco pick. Brett's pushing point. Brett might get picked off here. Brett does get picked off, but Tia gets Sprite. And Hellblazer goes down to Jake, still with Uber advantage. Are they going to do a forward hold? I don't think so, no. Are they doing a forward hold? Where are they going? Backwards forward. They're going back to mid now. Here we go. Put some stickies up, and they're just waiting out the storm, which will be coming any second now from red team.
Yeah, they have got 2 minutes and 10 seconds that they need to whistle down on this clock versus the 9 seconds coming out from Flowllout. Flowllout did a really good job on this map so far. Let's see if they can keep it up. Yohn, they've got stickies, they are now dead. The Uber has popped out from the red team right now. Did get blocked a little bit there, but Jorge now pops his Uber out in exchange. Lucky actually getting skyboxed right there. His Uber is now expended. Tia does find the kill, and Sprite is also getting very low right now. Does get cleaned up by Jake and Sheep. And Loco actually going down very low as well. Does get directed from Bread. And he goes down also. Looks like that is a solid hold right there. That is a big hold.
Talk about capitalizing from blue team. I said they need they need a good Uber trade. They need a good push from this. And look what they've done. They've made it from 2.5 minutes to 1.5 minutes, and it's gotten closer. It's gotten closer for sixes. Red team have got to make a good push out of this. It's even Ubers. I mean, what's that, like 2% difference? And they're pushing concrete. They're stacking concrete. It's just so much spam for them. Oh no! Tia gets a nice Loco sticky shot. Sprite is so hurt. He's not even in the fight. They've just lost so many people. Tia's getting 2 picks with his stickies. Jake gets Hellblazer. Red team push. They try to stack concrete. And they just got spammed. Sprite goes down. Oh, it's a disaster, Alec. It's an absolute disaster for Red team.
No, yeah, like you said, absolute disaster. Lurky wasn't even close to Uber, and they started walking in thinking that they'd have it by the time they got in, but he just got disconnected from everyone on his team. Sprite was waiting forever for heals, and now they've got forward hold going. This is really hard to break because Lurky is now popped out as Uber, and they've got to make their way all the way through the blue team right now to get to the point. I'm not sure they're going to be able to do it as Sheep does kill Hellblazer immediately. Loco is in behind, making loads of space for Red team right now. If they come in, it would be really good. Look how many players have gone back. 4 players have gone back for him, and now they are making their way out a little bit too late. Nico does get cleaned up, but Jake is making his way in, noticing loads of damage on their players. Red is in, does so much damage, manages to find 2 kills. Tia actually finds Horizon as well. Hellblazer getting solo right now, gets cleaned up by Sheep. Sheep is now into Lurky, but he actually backs off there, fearing the storm maybe from Lurky. 10 seconds left, they managed to claw this one back though, Yohn.
Yeah, Brad with a huge bomb onto their choke. Loco's bombing in, onto the point, gets taken out immediately by Tia. There's stack point, and it's a round for nighttime Sixers. Wow, they went from 2.5 minutes. They had 9 seconds to hold that. And they did. They held it. They held it for 2.5 minutes, and they brought that around. Incredible by nighttime Sixers. My boy Brad, my friend, my neighbor in the same city.
Trusting
and
companion.
Now next mid for mid grand finals.
You can have this one, dude. Go, take it away.
My goodness, I'm so not ready. But here we go. No jump so far. Although, as I say, that Hellblazer and Loco double bomb onto their rock. They've caused so much space, so much distraction. Red, look at their health on Red team. So many hurt players. But it's so many frags on both sides. I can't keep up. Nico gets Hellblazer. And then Mars does get Nico. And then Red team's... both medics are still alive. Red team has 2 players. Blue team have the spawners. They are focused around the scout Mars. Is he going to go down? He needs an arrow from Lurky. Lurky goes down from Sheep. The Sprite is in from the flank. Jake goes down, not playing with the beam. And now Red team might be able to take this for a little dry push, but they do have a 10% ad. If George uses them, it's going to be disastrous, but they don't. And now Luke's going to get it in time despite being hurt. He gets a health back. Hellblazer is now hurt. He gets a health back, and it's all good.
It's all good in the hood. Really good awareness there from Sheepy to find Loco, because Loco was still in behind but didn't manage to bomb through. It's like the Red team are going to come through right now, and Mars has popped out as Uber had the Uber popped on him. Unfortunately, players getting dropped on the side of the blue team, but the Uber is better, and they do kill Sprite, which is arguably a good pick as Tia is still alive. Jake is trying to get in on the players to clean them up, but Tia is just spamming, trying to do the best he can to get these scouts off his players. Red getting forced back. Another pick getting found onto Loco, and he goes down. So they are recapping this point. And looks like they are going to hold this one. Lurky with a small advantage coming out the back of that one. Oh,
they're taking another push. Wait, who's taking near you? I'll take it. Blue team have now taken points despite fighting for spam. They have lost Jake though. They're taking cliffside. They've lost 2. They need to get a pick. Otherwise, this will be disaster. They've lost 3 for 1 pick, Alec. 3 for 1 pick. This is not good for nighttime Sixers. They will not be able to hold this mid fight. Sprite is bombing. Concrete, Tia goes down. Am I getting caught? George is so hurt. George, is he slithering out? It's Slyn. Is he getting out? Slyn has to get out. I mean, Slyn, George has to get out. George does get out. Thank goodness.
Slyn. Good one, dude. Jorge is now, he did live that one. He's only got 60 HP remaining. He's walking through the stickies. And he lived. Slyn gets in really late as they do get spotted out. He could have dropped right there. That was so close for them. But 2 minutes either side on both clocks. Jorge still has Zuba. Now pops out. He just has Sheep available though, but we are seeing Nico try and make his way into the Zuba. And Tia actually getting found, and they are jumping him straight onto the cliff area and then forcing him out as they do return the cap. As Loco is still in right now, unfortunately gets cleaned up by the scouts. Jake and Sheep did such a good job with denying this Roma, not giving him any room at all to make any plays.
Jake did run into red spawn cliffside to kill Sprite, and Sprite, Sprite does call Jake an ape for holding W against him. But you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. And now blue team does have no scouts. Sprite is out of the spawner. Red team are taking this. Red team do seem to have more position and the better health. Although, as I say, that Hellblazer does go down to Nico. And Sprite is now in, but Sprite is so hurt. He's now at 8 HP. He's getting arrowed. He doesn't get arrowed, and he gets taken out by Nico. And blue team have full control of the mid fight. Sprite is still dead. Hellblazer is a spawner. My apologies. They are taking cliff. And
a little bit scrappy coming out from these teams. They just keep taking these constant fights, and it's sort of getting a little bit dirty between the teams. And both teams now have Uber. But we might see an exchange coming out as Tia lands a nice pill straight into the center of all of the players. Hellblazer has now had the Uber bomb, and Jorge just stares at him like, what are you going to do against me, man? And Tia now getting popped, but he does jump off of all of the stickies from Sprite, but manages to kill him! He lands on his head and gets the frag. Brett is still alive. Jorge is getting a heal straight onto him as she manages to clean up Mars. And Horizon goes down to the rockets of Nico, and they do hold this one. A big wipe coming out from Red Team, and it looks like they are going to get a forward hold going.
A full wipe from Red Team. And now they've got the whole spawners now. Where are they trying to push out of main? Main or cliff? Main or cliff? Or left side? They are not.
Or pause.
They have not chosen. Or a pause. Okay, why are they paused? So someone disconnected. Is someone rage quitting? Someone lagged out? I don't know, guys. I don't know.
Someone broken their keyboard over their face? We'll never know. But like I said before, that if these teams practice this map, it looks really well. And that was going well for all of about, 2 minutes and 51 seconds exactly in the first game, where they had 9 seconds left on the clock. But it looks like, it does look like that Nighttime Sixes have a really solid game going on right now. I'm not sure how the comms of Flowllout must be doing. They must be really down in their spirits because they're just getting pummeled.
Yes, I did actually message Bright earlier today, and his messages were not of a positive
variety.
Not the positive messages, I must say. And the timer has now glitched. It says 000. It says 000. But yeah.
Yep. We are now back in the game. Though,
Hard reload scheme.
Do
Give
that stuff.
A second.
But I am now back in the game, so Tia and Ko have managed to find 3 kills onto the red team right now, and they are having to walk back into spawn. Jorge now has his Uber, so they are going to be able to hold this one. Mars is now up on the pyro, but they've only got 9 seconds to get onto the point right now. Otherwise, it is another round to the blue team, and they cannot afford to give this one away, because then they'll be on match point, which is really dangerous. Mars making his way onto the point. Really good job at reflecting them away, but the pyro doesn't walk on the point, and no cap time was had. They just give it away.
Wow, Bread with buy. Oh, Bread Gaming with the buy to his opposing enemies. Goodness, that's these Bread Steam pitches are not working.
No, they're
not working.
He doesn't care about them. The mind games clearly have not worked this game. We are seeing another mid fight taking place into 8. Jake eats a pipe really early, big damage. Hellblade, both soldiers are in. Nice sig bomb coming out from them. They kill absolutely everyone on the blue side. No frags on the red side right now. Jake gets killed as well. Nico is the lone survivor. Wow, that was a big turnaround from red team right there.
That's what I'd like to see. They're not out yet. They're not out yet. Horizon and Mars on the double scout beam, taking the fights, and the double bombs from Loco and Hellblazer really putting in the damage. Huge mid for Flowllout. And now they've got the forward hold up. How are blue team going to try out of this? They're going cliffside. Blood goes flying in the air onto the cliffside. Gets nothing.
Oh no, that's not very good. They've actually traded off loads of frags right now. There are players down all over the place. Jorge actually died as well in the chaos, which means they still have an Uber advantage. They still have the point, and they are still gonna have time to just hold this one out. I think they are now starting to go for a bit of a scattered sack wave, maybe just waiting around to see if they can get in position right now. Brett actually jumping in from trying to knocks Loki off, and Horizon gets knocked away, and actually they find kills Yohn as they give them all of the room in the world. The blue team, well red team even, have now popped off their Uber, trying to get him to Jorge, do not manage to find him yet, and they only just get him. Mars with the scat and kills the team back. Jake doesn't manage to find the frag, and Nico is now flying in as well, straight on to Lurky. They're finding the frags again! This is amazing! They are just winning the DM fights left, right, and center, taking all the right 1v1s, and they've now capped out the point as well. Looking really good coming out from the blue team right now. Jorge is not respawned, and the action now settles down.
Oh, that was pure, for the past 30 seconds that was just pure carnage, Alec, pure carnage. George goes down, and then Lurky goes down, and now there's a mid-fight. I can't keep up with this game, it's so good. And there's a big bomb, huge one from Loco, the double bomb onto George. Woo! He surfs onto Cliff, what a genius. The blue team, they've lost Lurky, they've lost Hellblazer. He could go down from Sprite. Blue team can just play beam, they don't need to take these fights. Unless Horizon's running by himself, Sprite's in connector. 2 things in connector, Sprite's bombing. He's on to George, he just gets scouted. Tia gets Mars, Scout running in, goes down to Jake. Jake is incredible.
Jake is absolutely pounding. He's denying all of the players that he needs to deny at exactly the right times. A really good job of reading the game, understanding the situation, playing in the right place at the right time to deny these bombs coming in straight to Jorge. Jorge must be like kissing him right now, licking his face even. Sprite is now actually in, and Jake again with the big denies. Sheep finding the frag over now into Jorge. Jorge still lives, he doesn't pop! He has absolute massive balls of steel. Jesus, man.
The Surfs on this man. The Spaniard himself with the green hat. Incredible. This is why I love playing with him in pugs. He's just so good. He's just incredible. Doesn't pop. Surfs onto the little fence here where Sheep is standing right now. Doesn't pop. Whew, balls of steel from Forge.
Absolutely. Bread is now taking the high ground. He's saying, "Come and get me, boys. I'm up here." Hellblazer doesn't care though. He's straight off the medic. Does get the pop now. Only takes one gamer. Jorge's Uber is getting knocked all over the place. However, with Sprite's really well placed stickies, just denying so much of that Uber right there. They have not actually popped yet coming off the red side, but they are now funneling into Cliff, which could be their demise. Nico is now in onto Lurky. Lands one rocket, lands another, but it is onto an Ubered player this time. But they've already dropped Sprite coming into this one. High Horizon is trying his best to get as many frags towards us. Find Nico. They now are starting to cap at this point, but they have only just got spawners. Loco is in really early, but Hellblazer actually coming in from the flank. And Sheep trying his best to get to hold that cap as long as possible. But they can give this one up. They have got a minute on the clock and 2 rounds on the board already. Maybe a little bit rushed.
Come on, Flowllout. I still believe for a nice comeback to make it 3-2. I'm thinking 3-2. Sprite, main calling, leading his team, leading it to victory, to the mid grand finals, victory from the medal. And what the Ubers like. George has a nice 30 yard. They're just taking the spam right now, not rushing it. There's Sully on Cliff, gotta watch out his spam there. George is now on point with the Uber aggressive. Sprite's gonna get picked, he's so close. Lurky has not got in time, is Lurky gonna get picked by Jake. Jake goes down by double stout. Tia gets the Horizon. Tia's gonna get picked off now from the other soldier, Hellblazer. Both meds live. Lurky now has a full ad, Alec, in pushing into mid with better spawners.
Making their way up to Cliff right now, and like you said, they do in fact have Uber. Let's see if they get popped off early though, as they have got loads of room. They are walking their way in. They're just going to get this cap. They're not even having to expend their super for this one. There's just no point present. Sheep actually gets piped down by Sprite. Massive kills coming out from him. Jake is trying his best to get onto Horizon right now to knock him back, but does not find anything. Very small amount of time on the clock from both teams, but red team still have the Uber and still have the point. I'm not sure how they're going to be able to break this one. They have not popped actually. As I start trying to slow down, this game just keeps throwing it at you, and that Uber does nothing at all. It's kaput.
Alright, so they've gotten the valuable Roma pick onto Nico. So all is not gone, all is not lost. However, yes, that wasn't a great Uber, I must admit. But now blue team with a huge advantage. Jorge's going to take it in. They're trying to edge this. Tia's jumping with the Uber. Oh, Lurky's caught. Is Lurky caught? Tia's going to go down. Didn't get a flash in time. They're still taking it. The banner Uber from Sheep. Hellblazer's bombing to cut. Oh, he gets caught. Oh, incredible play by Hellblazer. Wow, now red team are going to clean up these blue frags. They haven't got the health. They haven't got buffs. They're playing double beam here. Jake doesn't get the Nico gets Lurky. The salvage Bread gets Loka. The salvage med pick from Nico. And that's a round for Flowllout. Wow.
A much needed round at that, as they got 5-0'd on process, and they finally get a round on the board. Maybe this is the little bit of inspiration they need to get through this one, as they probably a really big boost in their comms right now. They're probably like, yes boys, we can do it, and now they're in against the robots. Sprite is in really early, putting loads of stickies down, loads of pressure onto Jake. He goes really low immediately. Sprite trying his best, however, does take a lot of damage himself. Jake trying his best to deny Loco right there. Does manage to find him, but Tia still gets killed in the process. Lurky is actually being gone on by both soldiers right now. This soldier aggression is incredible, coming out from the side of the blue team, and Horizon is actually now fighting 2 scouts, does win 1. Can he get the second? Unfortunately, just get pistoled down by Jake, and Sprite is on the count with a pain train right now, just the lone survivor of this fight.
It was just a pure DM fight from both teams. Everyone just DM each other. Both solids on the med. Both solids on blue team. Onto Lurky. Both solids on red team. Onto George. They both go down. Now it's even Ubers at 15%. It was just pure carnage. I can't keep up with all these fights because everyone's fighting. There's not one player who's not fighting. It's incredible, Alec. And now they're about to take the even Ubers push with that at 40%. Hellblazer have a huge bomb onto George. George is so hurt. The health from blue team is just not good enough to hold this fight.
Oh my god, George lives! I don't understand how he lived through that. All the players on the blue team right now, very weak, getting healed up nice and fast, however, because Jorge is a god with the arrows. And it looks like they are going to want to try and get some aggression. Jake is in, maybe without his team, maybe a little bit of miscommunication, but Nico is also trying to find some aggression. Doesn't really find much, but Jorge is now walking his way in, maybe baiting them, thinking that they have the Uber. Very nice though, as the red team start moving backwards. And they are getting so much space on this one. Red is in! Nice signal from him onto Horizon, managed to find the frag. And he is now in behind as well, onto Loco as well. The Ubers have been traded out on the point as well, as the red team flee for the hills. Sprite is left alone, however. Brenda with another high bomb. Straight to as many players as he can find. Nico does find the frags. And Sprite is left alone in main, as Loki cannot unfortunately reach the arrow towards him. And looks like blue team are going to be able to hold that mid-reap.
The damage output from nighttime sixes, I must say, is just it's lovely to see, and it's getting followed up as well. The Solis are just, their bombs are again. That's the last time I do that, I promise. Here we are, red team dry pushing through main. They're just bombing in, Sprite's bombing in. They get bread. The pocket is down for blue team. Sheep is now returning to mid with low health. But what just happened? I'm so out of tune. What happened? Red team's just dead. How?
Yeah, they got flanked really hard by Nico. He just flew from the side, and Jake and Nico found all of the frags that they needed to reset the situation for nighttime sixes. There was nothing that they could do about it. They weren't looking at all. So that just speaks homage about maybe how slippery it's starting to get for them on this slope down to madness. Jorge does in fact have the Uber right now, but red team are getting so much point precedence right now. But they are actually backing all the way out, not capitalizing on all the space they're being allowed to have by Knights of Sixes, as the Uber does get forced out there. Well played from Hellblazer, lands a nice direct. Sprite in fact does get taken down, and Mars is left alone out on still inside of the point, but he gets picked up as well. Lucky now has Uber advantage, and looks like they should be able to reclaim this one, hopefully.
I'm just not sure, Alec, if Red Team can come back in this blue team. Nighttime 6 is absolutely dominant right now. The damage, the frags, the DM, it's just all going their way. Again, it's got to be the main caller. Jorge, it's got to be the main caller. He's leading their team's victory. They've Ubered through main. Solly's going flying. They've been incredibly nice. They can't get a single frag of this. Loco's not giving up. Loco's so good. Loco does get sheep. Brent gets Loco. So they've traded 1 for 1. Now blue team do have 7%. George is just giving him the wiggle. But the Solly's not done. The Solly's now gone down. They're capping this. That's pretty successful from their team. But now they've got to watch out for George's Uber advantage.
You got to be aware of Nico there as well. He's on the cliff right now. He does find a kill on the horizon. This is really good right now coming out from him. He got also a nice rock up to Lurky. Lurky eating 2 stickies as well. Long range stickies coming out from Tia right there. Well played from him. Lurky has to retreat back to spawn. They now have all of the space in the world. They have the cap and 30 seconds left on the clock. Can they make this one happen? Sprite is out alone. He gets killed. Not the way he wants to start. Hellblazer does find a kill, however, and gets the force at the same time. Well played from him. But Loco actually having to get the hell out of there. Bread is now actually in onto the medic. Look, he nearly dies. Trying to secure it for his team. If he found that kill, that might have been it. But it looks like red team are going to be able to recommit for one last time to see if they can make it happen. Lurky he has the high ground right now, but unfortunately for them, they're just taking too much damage. Lurky does not have this Uber in time. He gets killed immediately, and that is it. The game is over. They all get killed. Well played coming out from nighttime sixes.
6-0. 6-0 from my boys, Bread. Wow. Just incredible, really. Just really strong DM. Nico, bombs of the millennium. Wow. Century. Century is an easy word to say, so I'll say that. Bread and just Tia. I'm seeing Tia putting out so much damage with his stickies, making it easier for blue team just to get the frags, just because the damage is there, and red team just couldn't handle it.
Unfortunately, they couldn't hack that game. Nighttime Sixes really showing their dominance in mid this season. They did not lose a single game. They bring it in the final. They are clearly strategizing so well, and they understand every situation. Really good reads coming out from the scouts. Insane bombs from the soldier. Tia with massive damage, and like you said, Jorge with the main calls and the massive heals. A really good Uber timing. Just pretty flawless performance coming out from Nighttime Sixes.
Are the logs up? My fellow, yes, they are. I'm just looking at Nico, like the damage. Although only one air shot, so I don't know what he's doing there. I kid. Nico, you're farming, mate. You a roamer with 12%? Yeah, no worries, mate. You're good. You don't need it. Again, was that the top health packs? Nope, Loco took that spot, but Loco did go 725. That's unfortunate for the other.
He did have to go up against Jake right there, though.
Yeah,
that kind of speaks homage.
Jake was on his game. Jake was on it today. Hellblazer with the 5 air shots. That's good to see. Horizon actually top fragging. Not bad from Horizon. Smiley face, MA. Nico T with damage. T with a nice KD, 23 to 16. Anything popping out to you?
Yeah, it's a big one. 402 DPM coming out from Nico is the really big one that really pops out to me. The DM stat, the damage a minute stats, however, really sort of massive on the side of the blue team. Clearly massive numbers. What are we looking at for heals? I haven't actually scrolled down there, but we are seeing Jorge once again with the massive heals, 1,100 a minute. Absolutely amazing. Coming out from him as well. So that is essentially wrapping up that game, but we have got Sprite actually in the interview channel. Can we get him in here?
Are we ready for the interviews already? Oh,
Sprite is.
Well, I'm ready. I'm ready.
I'm all good.
Yeah, Sprite pumping out good damage. Unfortunate about the KD. It is. I must say, it is weird seeing Red for Pocket with the top heals. You don't normally see a soldier with top heals on this map. It's more, scout or demo. Whatever works for you, man. Whatever works for you.
Whatever works, man. Whatever works. But they did such a good job there. What happened a lot of the time for Flowllout is that before, when there was even Ubers and Red Team had the point, they let them get so much cap time before the Uber came in to stop them. And they just gave away. The point was already ticking down by the time the Uber was popped. They had nothing to defend at that point. And they popped the Uber first as well a lot of the time, and that sort of cost them quite a lot of cap time in general in these games on product. But just on process, I think it was just simply a matter of getting outplayed. They did get 5-0'd by nighttime sixes, which is that's all.
That's it, yeah. Just really just showing their dominance, Red's team. Nighttime sixes. I love sheep. Jake with 2 cross hearts. I'm not cross hearts, just like, Christ logos next to him, Nico, Bread, Tiama, George.
We do have Sprite in here
mid winners
right now, joining us in our channel. If he's alive, I can't tell if he is.
I think he's still recovering from the game that he just had. Getting raped as demo on this map is it's not fun. So Sprite apparently is actually muted in the channel, so we might just sort that out.
Yeah, also we'll get that sorted out and stuff, and should get all kinds of fixed up. But yeah, once again, just well played for these teams. Hi.
How are you, my friend?
Very good, thank you. Absolutely amazing game coming out from you, Sprite. Commiserations as well.
Thank you
to you and your team. You played amazingly, but how did it feel knowing that you were going up against nighttime sixes after they haven't lost a single game in mid this season?
Yeah, that surprised me, to be honest.
Oh, was that BM?
Not really. We've had close games before with them, and seeing how they play, they didn't do anything like super. Like, they don't have like super like standout players. Maybe Jake, I guess, but they don't do anything like out of the like ordinary. A lot of the stuff they do is pretty textbook. Like set up for force, get the Uber, and like push on the ad, like standard stuff. And I think you saw that in process, like when they tried to do like certain plays, we'd counter it pretty well, but a lot of the problem was just I'm not really sure. Like, people would kind of just die, and or like your trades would like be us popping first. I never really wanted that to happen. A lot of the mistakes were happening were like out of my hands. I felt like, and stuff I would call like on product there. It's like I would call like, let's go trade, and then at the end of the year we'd be ready for the soldiers. And every single time I'd watch the soldiers just jump our medic and kill like 4 people.
Yeah, it's sometimes the pressure really does get to teams a lot of the time in these games, unfortunately. Do you feel like you're feeling a little bit of the pressure?
I personally don't the pressure. Like I played Div 1 Grand Finals last season, so I've been here before. So it's like I don't really figure, like I don't get pressured that much, but I could definitely tell some of my teammates were feeling the pressure. I think it was more so like a lack of coordination, like that was more the problem, rather than like pressure. Maybe a bit towards the end, it's a bit more than the pressure, but.
Aye, indeed. We do actually have Tia in here right now. Congratulations, Tia, on winning mid. How does it feel to have not lost a single game?
It feels great.
Yay!
Yeah.
Short and sweet. I like it.
So, coming into this game, how did you feel knowing that you were going up against Flowllout, a team that are pretty? I would say Flowllout are one of the teams to be feared in mid this season. What do you think?
There were quite a few teams that were to be feared, but because we have over the whole season been confident in ourselves, I thought we went really confident into the finals as well. Part of it is probably our flawless season without dropping a map, and well, that probably made this pretty comfortable for us. Like going into it, we felt confident.
Yeah, we are joined as well by Sheep and the one that only Bread. How's it going, guys? You feeling good?
Feeling pretty good, yeah.
I'm drinking my victory beer right now. Thank you for introducing me as well.
And
Jorge. No one cares
George,
about Jorge.
Is it Jorge?
Can you pronounce it? Jorge.
Jorge.
That's good enough.
Let's call you George.
So I wanna ask Jorge. How's it feel to know that you had, in what was in my eyes a pretty perfect and stellar game? Yohn was saying the entire time that he sees you play a lot on PugChamp and that he knows how confident you are in your gameplay style. How did you feel going up against Flowllout in that game?
I don't know if you guys are aware, but I've been in Flowllout for almost 2 years previously.
Ooh,
and it's a shame to see them fall again, second place in mid. But it was a fun game.
What about you, Brett? How did you feel?
I had a pretty good game. Not myself, obviously. It wasn't too great for me, but I enjoyed myself. Yeah, it was good.
Oh, well played, man. That, especially on Process Last, when you started murdering everyone in the last round, playing and getting the point for your team and stuff. Oh, also, now that Nico is here as well, your headshot saved the first round as well. So you're scouting the point now to take a 2v1. Well played from you. How does it feel, Nico?
Hi.
Hi.
I'm sorry. I was just typing and my mic activated.
How does it feel to win?
He does this in officials as well.
Wow, he's incredible.
It feels great.
Sick.
Yes.
He's German, so apologise for the lack of emotion.
There's a language barrier here, sorry.
It's A-okay. A Sheep as well. How does it feel for you,
man? Feels good. I don't think I played particularly well. We had the return of DM Yake to slam people, so I was just there chipping away, doing like 5 damage and getting assists. That's what I do for the team.
Jake's not here to join us. Hello? No, Jake?
He's a bit shy. He doesn't like people.
Oh, I see. Understandable. Will one of you speak on his behalf?
Actually, it might be because he's called CLC Raven, not Jake.
He's not at the interview thing. So.
Or maybe he just named... Oh wait, he could have just named himself differently. I'm gonna message him.
It's been a bit emotional for him, I think, because personal life reasons he's had to stop playing for the last 2 months. But he was able to play the final, which is what matters.
Oh, that's
so like we've like not scrimmed with him much recently at all. But I think he might be overwhelmed. Yeah, and he's like come out of the woodwork again and slammed. So
yeah, that kind of threw us off. I'm not gonna lie. Like we were not expecting Jake to play at all.
Well, we didn't know he was playing properly till like this morning.
Yeah, my last big question as well is what can we see from Nighttime Sixes in the future, guys?
Nothing.
Hopefully
Oof.
high if they don't place us in mid again.
Yeah, we want to go Div 2 as well. It's gonna be a completely different season, you know.
I don't know, like we were literally screaming like high teams, Div 1 teams, getting very close results, and for some reason they placed us in mid. I think they should have just made a large high division.
Yeah, I think they should have just high as an actual Div and had Div 1 as its own thing.
I think it's unfair for the other mid teams as well, because there's such a
Yeah.
large difference between teams.
I think most of the teams are in playoffs for Div 2 capable. Like they all had pretty much like a full high roster. Like
Yeah.
Because like what the Italians had high players. Who else?
Brewmasters had like
Yeah, they had
prime
high
and Div
players.
1 players. Down
Really
to
big
mid.
players.
Yeah, there's like a bunch of teams that are in playoffs that you could have easily just made a first Div 2 or because they like put high as an actual Div again.
Yeah.
And just keep Div 1 as its own thing.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that. I saw a lot of teams in mid this season that really shouldn't have belonged there, like you guys especially. Probably like as soon as I saw your roster, I was like, really, for real? Like these guys play.
We're mid for a reason, man. It's all good.
Welcome, Horizon. How does it? Commiserations to you, man. How's it feel to get the second place medal though?
I don't know. Kind of upset. I played well, but we just didn't really communicate, and we just got fucked. So, yeah.
Yeah, we didn't. They are like because we changed the way we play against these guys because we scrimmed them like a week before, and the way we usually play wasn't working like at all. It was like pretty much the same as process. Like we got like 5-1, and it's like we did have like some moments, but a lot of the time when we would try and like Uber, we would always like George is always playing like really far out with his scouts, so it's really hard to catch him on the Ubers. So I had the idea of like trying to take points for free, and not really like Ubering at them as much, and just trying to like keep control for like most of the game, but. It's kind of hard to do that when you show up to mid and your team's already down 2, and then you just get pushed to last straight away, and you never actually get an advantage to go off in the first place. So like trying to play slow is like a lot more difficult. And even when we were on last, like we had a really good setup because like we watched a few demos with them and like actually figured out how we want to defend last against them. And in the beginning it was working, but we would get like 2 picks and then try and walk out into like a 4v6, and we would just immediately lose like both our soldiers. So. It was really hard to actually get anything going. And it's the same on Product.
Discoordinated on pushes, 1 by 1.
Yeah, I'd say like up until like this week, we were playing really coordinated and things were like going good. But I don't know what changed this week. But I think this is probably the worst we've ever played as a team this entire week.
Man.
Like every single scrim was dreadful this week. A team that we 5-0'd in the first round, we lost to on both maps this week, so I'm not sure how that happened in 2 weeks.
I've got to ask Horizon as well. How did it feel trying to go up against Nico and Bread destroying and bombing all over the place and trying to keep track of their soldiers? How was it for you?
I don't know really. Like they distracted me a lot, but I tried to like put my main focus in the soldiers. But somehow Lucky just got killed every time by them. Like
yeah.
I tried, but
it's like there's literally like times where I call like we go trade, we jump a soldier behind, and then have everyone else look at their soldiers and.
No, I think the main problem was the communication by the soldiers.
Yeah.
Like literally, I would look at one and the other one's literally on the med in like 2 seconds.
Yeah,
it's very well done. But yeah.
I say like I would call like what to fix, but it's easier said than done, you know.
So after this season, guys, Sprite, I'm gonna ask you first. What's your plan season? Do you think you'll go back to medic? Higher div team? Think of the next LAN, Copenhagen? Talk to me.
There's no way I'm gonna go LAN. I have the money for it.
No.
As for medic, if I got like a legit prem offer, I'd consider it, but I don't think that's gonna happen. Considering how the off season was before this season, I got maybe like 2 trials, and to say like they're all projects as well.
No.
Because there's quite a lot of good medics right now, and they're not leaving the game anytime soon as well. So I didn't want to play Div 1 again. As for like playing demo, I don't think I want to play demo either. Like I probably want to play scout if I'm playing with this team again.
Okay.
Because like to say, like with the calls and shit, I can call some things, but the way I want to play demo doesn't work with the way I want to call. And there's a lot of things where I'm waiting on other people to like do things I want them to do when I'm calling, like such as like leading with a scout in the Ubers and going for specific players at specific times. You know,
Scottish Banny. I get it.
yeah, it's literally that. But it's like when I'm playing demo, it's like I'm so reliant on other players, and it's just I'd have to play like really, really defensive if we went to Div 2 next season, I think, in order for me to like really control the team to the like full potential.
Good to hear.
One last thing as well. We're gonna go down the list for any shoutouts anyone wants. Bread, shoutouts for you.
I'd like to shout out the whole of the Bubble Hut Discord. Great guys, all of them.
Console is our producer and obviously can't speak, so I'm just gonna say he shouts out everyone because he loves you all. Horizon, what is your shout out?
Italian people, because they said I wouldn't get playoffs and they kind of lost to the quarterfinals, so that's a bit yikes. But yeah, shout out to them.
Jorge, your shout outs?
I don't know why no one's mentioning it, but Silver definitely needs a shout out here. He's been playing a lot for us, and it was under disagreement who was going to play the finals, but it played out well. And to you guys for guessing, obviously. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Nico, your shout-outs?
Yeah, I kind of forgot. I wanted to make a list, but I kind of forgot. And yeah, I think it would have been too long anyways. So no one gets one. I'm sorry.
Shout out to Notepad. Sheep, your shout-outs?
Shout out to Wales, because Welsh people are the best. Shout out to Gamer and
Lost
all the
Profits.
players from Team Default Win, old and new.
Sprite, your shout-outs, my friend?
Shout out to my team. We didn't play that great in the grand finals, but for the most season, I feel like people were playing pretty good. I mean, improved a lot. And shout out to Brett for looking like he wants to die every time he streams.
Thank you.
What did you feel? I was changing our profile, I wanted to ask.
Oh, I found it hilarious.
He didn't,
Yohn,
he was crying.
Yohn, any shout-outs?
Shout out to Brett for tomorrow, since we're gonna get drinks together.
We'll see.
Shout out to the place where we're gonna drink, the Hobbit. And shout out to Jem because he was not here. And then shout out to Console for stepping in for Jem.
Console has actually written me a nice little message. He says, shout-outs to Jem for bringing me in to do the camera. Had a blast. Also shouts to RGB LAN. Go to it, Euros. Next June probably. Thank you for those shout-outs. But I'm gonna give my shout-outs because I'm a horrible person and no one needs to ask me. Shout-outs to RN Tenant, Blob Chap, Unicorn Owl, the Rush team, as well as Crockett as well, who's also part of that. Shout-outs to Jen, STN Trading, Marketplace.tf, and of course all of the viewers that tuned into this stream. It's been a wonderful, wonderful couple of games that we've had, and congratulations once again, Nighttime Sixers, for winning this one. I've been lucky, joined by Yohn, and production by Console. Thank you very much, everyone, for tuning in for this one. Lucky out, mic drop!